Okay, how much damage has COVID done to your operations in terms of getting things done, getting data moving forward?
Well, in the Toronto office, all of us have been working from home, but I would say we're probably, and you probably heard from a lot of companies, it's been seamless. We've been interact, video, phone, every day, in touch with Mexico. Um, but in Mexico, we were actually one of the first companies that actually decided let's stop the drills. So we stopped about 3-4 days before they made it mandatory to stop. That stopped April 1st, March 31st, April 1st. It was a government decree. And we took a lot of time to reinterpret data, run some internal mine plans, figure out where the next drill holes need to be. It was really, really well spent time. And now June 1st, they opened up Mexico. They declared exploration and mining an essential activity, and we've gotten cracking again. We're gonna go slow. We were at 4 drills before they stopped. We're starting with 1. We'll add a second very shortly here, and we'll slowly ramp up back to 4 and maybe even more as the year progresses.
Okay, and this guy Eric Sprott that we keep hearing about, he splashes his money around because he's got a lot of it. But invariably, when he's like sticking $1 million here, $2 million here, we're not particularly paying too much attention to that because that's a bet for him. But he's got a lot of money in your business. He's a big shareholder now. Does he have a big say in your business?
Eric has been an amazing shareholder since he came in last summer. He owns about 24% now of the company. But honestly, he's been very hands off. He knows us from other stories, previous businesses. He trusts us and likes us, and he's been very hands off. He likes what we're doing. We're very open generally. We're outlining our plans, and we've been hitting. We just want to execute.
Okay. I mean, Mark O'Day, I missed him last week actually when I was talking with Darren. He had something far more important today, so I missed him there, but we'll speak to him again shortly. Oxygen Group as part of this process. Again, I just want to see how these moving parts fit together. So Oxygen Group, Mark O'Day and the rest of the team have got mines into production. They seem to find financing quite easy, and they seem to have a good relationship with Eric Sprott, who seems to be across most of their projects at the moment. Again, what's their involvement in your day-to-day? Are you just sitting in there as part of the portfolio, or are they active? How do they add value?
Yeah, so Oxygen is the founding shareholder, the founder and cornerstone shareholder of Discovery. It's again one of 4 active companies, as I mentioned, and Mark is principal at Oxygen, very involved. At the board level, very involved. But the unique thing about Oxygen, as opposed to these other groups you've seen, where someone's a VP here and then a VP with another company, is each company has their own management team. Each company has their own board. When we're doing due diligence or thinking about strategy, a lot of ideas are shared that have worked for other companies. Also for marketing, it helps a lot. A lot of times we market together. That we find that a really useful thing as well. But each company operates on its own.
Talk to me about the gold-silver ratio. Are you page 3 of your presentation? You're saying silver a laggard with torque, and you're trying to link it to gold. Just explain to me, because I'm not a big silver guy. I started to be, but I'm not a big silver guy. Okay, and I see that ratio to conversation come up. But given silver is such a, it's a byproduct a lot of the times as well, right? In lead, gold, copper, zinc. So lots of different drivers there. So how do you value silver, given that you said you're trying to produce a project which doesn't worry too much about silver taking its time, in terms of appreciation? Was it $17 today, right? So you're not that worried about it, are you?
Listen, some people even say CEOs shouldn't speculate on commodity prices or run their business based on those prices. I actually believe that. We have to make a project that works now. And I don't want to have 6 slides in my deck about, silver's going to go to 30. I don't care. I'm making it work now. But typically, we've started to do a little bit of work on knowing silver, and it's very volatile. You could probably argue that over the long term, gold is a better hedge. But in times like these, where there's money and credit flooding, gold and silver's money. It has industrial use too, but in times like this, when it's really, if you time it right, silver will outperform gold substantially. And it's done that in almost every precious metal cycle by huge margins. Same way on the way down, it gets hit pretty hard too. But it's interesting to see that behavior. And listen, we might be at the right time here to capitalize on it. A lot of people think silver is going to go to 25, 30, 40. You know, I've heard crazy things. But we want to make a project again work for now, and we do have that leverage, right? And that's a big reason Eric loves silver. And there's not really anyone who's got the leverage when you go from 18 to 22 and then from 22 to 30, because not only do you make more margin per ounce, your resource gets way bigger, double, triple, as you know. And either as silver goes up or as you start production, capital is paid off. Now the resource gets bigger. And one thing I didn't mention much is the geometry of the deposit is extremely favorable for a staged approach. So you're not sterilizing anything by doing this high-grade quartz. You would have done naturally. And then as CapEx is paid off, you can make it larger and larger and larger. So yeah, we're actually very, very fortunate that way. It's a big thing for us. A big item for us to tick the box is, yes, you can really apply a staged approach to this.